Hello lovely people, this is me Ashley sending my love to you from whatever reality I'm in today to whatever reality you happen to find yourself in. Well, before I go into this video, first of all I want to say, what the fuck is Waney lap fencing? What is lap fencing? It's Waney lat fencing, I think you'll find. Just a little Mandela Effect that's popped up recently. In fact, so much so that somebody on Facebook actually did one of those things where, you know, how old were you when you realised that? And this one was that Waney lap fencing is actually called Waney lap fencing. Well, why? Because it laps over. Because the bits of wood lap over. It's lats of wood. That's why it's called Waney lat fencing. But no, not in this reality. This reality's got it called Waney lap fencing because it laps over itself. So I just wanted to get that out of the way before I start. And this is definitely going to be a bit of a rant because, quite frankly, I am pissed off. I'm sick of it. I am absolutely sick of either the non-affected with their absolute bollocks excuses of what's happening to us and what the Mandela Effect is. And people that, like, I mean, there's so much that's linked at the minute, and really, I'm really talking about flat Earth, because the debunkers of flat Earth, I mean, what is the problem with them? They go out of their way to ridicule anybody that's a flat earther. Now, I wasn't a flat earther. I can say I am now because I've looked, and this isn't actually a flat Earth. It's not me coming out as a flat earther. This isn't the point. The point is that. Today, I'm going to talk about the two reasons why I'm pissed off. I was actually going to do a different video about why people that don't believe the Bible's changing piss me off, but this came up, so I've got to get it out of my system because I'm that mad. First of all, I saw somebody debunking flat Earth video. I think it was Tommy Tell the Truth, his live that I actually caught the end of. Please go find his channel, he's really good. And in it he was showing a video of this person that was debunking the flat Earth. And the thing that got to me about this, he started off by getting the most simple shit wrong. He said that people have only actually believed in a flat Earth for the past 200 years. What? People haven't only just, in the past 200 years, started believing in flat Earth. Everybody believed the Earth was flat. Everybody believed the Earth was flat. It's not that long ago, it's only a few hundred years ago that we started saying that it was a globe. And people thought that people were, you know, globers were mental back then. And there's this idiot talking about it's only been 200 years since people talked about flat Earth. No, I think you'll find that, like me, the majority of people that are flat earthers today started off being massive globalists. You know, we thought nothing of it. Of course it was a globe. Everything's not that long ago. I was arguing the same things, but I certainly wasn't arguing that flat Earth only came about 200 years ago. Because that's just simply ludicrous. Are you mad? You're there being, I've researched flat Earth. And the first thing you say is that utter bollocks. Everybody believed in a flat Earth until a few hundred years ago. And, you know, the thing is that really gets to me is that he showed a picture of an infinite, like, horizon from a very long way away. He was showing a canal. And there was no curve. There was no curve on the actual frigging picture he was showing. No curve. No curve at all. Just flat. And it's that kind of thing that has changed my mind about the Earth. I mean, first of all, I do know that, for instance, I do know that the flat model of the map does not fit on the globe. You cannot transfer the flat model of the map onto a globe. I knew that well before, when I still believed that the Earth was round. I knew that, but managed to put it over my head. So that I already knew. The fact that since I've been questioning, you see, people that say that they've looked into it clearly haven't looked into it, because I was one of the biggest deniers of a flat earth. But I didn't go around making bloody videos to poo-poo people. I didn't send trolls over. I didn't go trolling people to tell them how disgraceful they were, how vile they are. You know, flat earth debunkers are pretty frigging vile people. They are vile people. They say the most horrendous things. And quite frankly, if you actually did some looking like I have, I actually looked, I thought, I'm going to have to look more into this instead of just laughing. I'm going to have a look into it. But I wouldn't have dreamt of going onto somebody's channel and trolling them and calling them names and disrespecting them and calling them paedophiles just because they believe the earth is flat. And to make whole videos about how to debunk that the earth is flat and whilst ridiculing anybody that believes it. Well, I looked, and there's plenty of stuff out there that shows you. I mean, there's the rocket that went up and didn't hit the dome or whatever it is up there. I'm not saying I know, because I don't. And it was stuck flat, like they're stopped dead. No, rockets don't stop dead. And ever since, anything that I've been watching, when it goes up high and it's showing you a horizon, I've been scrutinising that horizon for a curve. It doesn't matter how high up or how far away the horizon is, there is no curve. And of course, yes, when you're going to do it over water, water finds a level. I don't think you're ever going to see a curve on water. But on flat land, and I haven't seen it. I've seen videos of people out of little planes videoing it, and when they're showing it, there's no curve. You can see for miles and miles and miles. There's no curve. So these, debunkers of flat Earth, the first thing this person did was say, I have had a look, I have researched, and then came out with absolute utter bollocks. The first thing out of his mouth was utter bollocks. Now, you don't have to believe it. Of course you don't have to believe it. In fact, when I first found out about it, the first person that I heard talk about it was round about the first time that the Mandela Effect was. I'd seen things online about, have you seen there's a picture of the scarecrow with a gun in his hand. And I'm thinking, that's not right. Now, about that time, when McDonald's changed from McDonald's to McDonald's, people started talking about flat Earth. And I just thought they were a bit mad. Where's this flat Earth shit come from? I don't understand where this flat Earth shit come from. So when I became Mandela affected, I truly believed that it was a Mandela effect, that one of the Earths that people were on in this weird reality situation was flat. Now, I don't know whether it is a Mandela effect or not. I don't know. But I do know that the world is not what we were told it was. We are not all this natural thing bobbing around on a globe. We're not. We're Mandela affected, so we know we're not. So therefore, of course, the Earth can be flat. And from what I've seen with my own eyes, the Earth has got no curve. I've been up high. There's something called the Cloud, where in my hometown, it's not a mountain. We think it is. It's called the Cloud because when the cloud's coming in, it actually disappears. You can't see it's there. It's massively high, and you can see to Wales. That's a very long way away from Cheshire. And it's flat. It's a flat horizon for as far as the eye can see. There is no curve. None. So if you're a flat Earth denier, fair dues, be a flat Earth denier. But don't go out of your way to make stupid videos and troll people and say stupid and pathetic things in your debunking. You're debunking. You even got history wrong straight away in that video I watched. Never mind going onto people's actual, on their videos and calling them names. And, if you don't believe, fair fucks to you, love. You don't believe. But don't ridicule people that do. And I don't mean me. You can say what you like about me. Don't ridicule people just because they've looked at things more than you have. And then to say that you've actually researched, do me a favour. Do me a favour. Think about why. Because this is what made me actually start looking properly instead of just, that's ridiculous, and laughing at it. What on earth makes you think the world's flat? I started looking for myself. And I came to that conclusion because of what I saw with my own eyes. my own eyes. So that's that. Debunkers of flat earth, piss off. You're not doing yourselves any favours. All you're doing is showing yourselves to be idiots and quite vile people. And the second thing I'm coming to today is the general debunkers of the Mandela Effect. Or not so much the debunkers, but the people that they're not affected with an opinion. Now, the one thing that they all say is that we're misremembering. I've just watched it. I've just tried to watch a video. I found Vanessa VA on the comments. It actually said about discussing the Mandela Effect 25 minutes in. I mean, I couldn't actually watch that long. It was unbelievably boring intro and nothing to do with the Mandela Effect. There's Vanessa VA saying 25 minutes in. So I started and, I don't think I could watch more than 10 minutes. Because this guy, who wasn't affected, had decided to ask the people on his YouTube video, channel rather, what they thought about the Mandela Effect. And they told him. And he's still come out with the fact that he talks about whether people believe in it or not. Now, first of all, if you're Mandela affected, you don't fucking believe in it. It's happening to you. Understand that. We don't believe in the Mandela Effect. It is happening to us. And it goes a lot further than the spelling of Berenstain Bears. Believe me. A lot deeper than that. So, this guy starts off with that about whether you believe in it or not. Now, then he went on to say how he doesn't believe in it and it's all memory, or all misremembering. Misremembering my arse. If it was misremembering, why the fuck have we only started misremembering in the past 5 or 6 years? Why haven't we been misremembering Luke, I am your father for the past 30 fucking years? Why haven't we been misremembering the braces, Dolly's braces, for the past 30 years? Why? Why is it only now, suddenly in the past 6 years, we've all started misremembering things? Why have we only suddenly started seeing Bible changes? We're misremembering the Bible, but only in the last 6 years. I'm looking at Looney Tunes. It was Looney Tunes for cartoons. That was only in the last 6 years. In fact, that was even, less than 6 years. But here we are, having to deal with people that aren't Mandela affected, telling us we're all misremembering, and yet they're not even wise enough to think these people have only been misremembering for the past 6 years, and yet all of these things they're misremembering have been going on forever. Excuse me, forever. I mean, that's your first biggest flaw. We're all misremembering pretty much the same things. We do have little differences between us, granted, we do. But why are we all suddenly misremembering life is like a box of chocolates for the past 5 years? Why haven't we been misremembering it for the rest of the time? Oh, I'm going to leave the. I'm not going to even touch on the debunkers of the Bible that affect changes, because I'm going to be watching Vanessa VA and Brian do their live later on about that very subject, so I'm not going to do that. If this has got, obviously it takes ages for my videos to upload, so please go on. I'll see if I can put a link to that as soon as it's come up. I'll link it to it in the description if I can, or the first comment. But this is it. We aren't misremembering. We aren't all misremembering these things, and we certainly, if we were, why the fuck have we only been misremembering for 6 years? Hey, see, 6 years we've been misremembering these things for. So we're not misremembering. And if you are not Mandela affected, shut the fuck up. Because quite frankly, you're not doing us any favours. We're not misremembering. We're watching things change in front of our eyes. It's not just spellings. It's not just that Mandela died. We all think Mandela died in the 80s. We don't all think Mandela died in the 80s. Quite a lot of us. That's one of the things, yes, that we're giving it. I remember it when he died in 2013. I was thinking, how the fuck can anybody think he died he became president of South Africa, but managed to put it over my head. I'd been seeing lots of effects without actually You know, I don't know how I managed to forget about them all, but to actually say that that it was called the Mandela Effect because we all believe that Mandela died in the 80s just isn't true. And if you're getting that very one thing wrong, it's, you know, you're talking bollocks. You're talking bollocks. You don't know what you're talking about. And that's my point, really, is that your opinion's shit. And on this video of this guy debunking what his idea is about the Mandela Effect, after asking everybody what they thought about it and making a video on it, put it this way, the majority of the actual comments on the video he made were people telling him that the Mandela Effect is real. So, I hope that guy is actually going to read some of the comments and look a little deeper into it. There is plenty of residue out there. Plenty. How they can ignore this residue is beyond me. So if anybody, Brian Stavely, please go and put some of his, in fact, I'm going to try and find some of his stuff and show it to this guy who's made this whole video about how we're all misremembering, and I've only been doing so for the past 6 years. Think about that, people. Think about that before you open your mouth. Stop trying to debunk shit. You know what I mean? If you don't believe in flat earth, you don't believe in flat earth. Fair dues. Fair fucks to you. If you're not Mandela affected, you don't have a fucking opinion. Because you're not affected. You don't know. And quite frankly, if you're prepared to listen and understand a bit, then, we're open people. We're all open-hearted. But if you're just going to give it, they're all misremembering, fuck you. Fuck you. And on that note, people, till the next time, I'm sending my love to all of you, regardless of whether you're affected or not. Open your hearts, open your minds,